You looks like we are streaming now. That's cool. Cover it up. Like that. There we go. There we go. Oh boy. Find this guy. Sure. Microphone. Microphone is good and working. Oh boy. Da, 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 da. And then I will now ping people. Oh boy. Awesome. Okay. Okay, in today's live stream, I am going to work on the thing that I worked on the last few live streams. It is a collab. We've got some like down tempo sort of glitch hop IDM thing. It's a vibe. I need to the marker where I said add new shit, I need to add new shit. So that's pretty much where I'm at. Media files are missing. That's not how the intro is supposed to go. Hey, what up, Exon? I think this guy, I'm not a fan of this guy anymore. What's up with this? Not sounding good to me anymore. And that little wank thing doesn't sound good with the erosion on it. I just need to find wherever it's located. It isn't. Oh, it's there. It's there. Just less erosion. Much less. Oh god. It's a lot of things. Oh yeah, the erosion's cranked all the way. Oh, you don't hear it? Oh no! Okay, thank god you showed up really quickly. Yep, I set it to fucking ASIO. Oh, you're a champion of the people, Exon. Thank you. Oh man. That could have been bad. I could have like messed around for like 30 minutes until someone commented. Because sometimes that happens. Sometimes there'll be like 6 people watching. No audio, no one says anything for like 20 minutes. I'm like, what? What are you all doing then? Like, why are you here? Just to watch a stream. Okay, oh yeah. I'll play from the beginning. This is what we got now. Wait, I thought I muted that. What's going on? Mute that. And then this guy. I don't like that. I want this to go to the right. right here. Maybe like a break with the drums for a second, and then we change up the melody just for a moment, right? So like, or maybe we'll do something like. Take this guy. Now I know I have a bunch of new instruments here. Maybe not the Santoor, because this is like super compressed and weird. Actually, it might work for the tail end here. Something like that, and then we'll, of course, give it a fuck ton of reverb and stuff at the very end. So it'll, like, trail out. Except this needs to play out way longer. Why are you, like, so temporary? Oh, it's because it's a recording. Wait, no. I'm doing that. And then, more tack. Then let's make it a lower octave, because it doesn't sound good. I just don't like the transients there. Can we, like, automate the attack to go way the fuck up just for that one note? Hello? Oh, right, I have to do that. There we go. Right, shout out Dash Glitch for fucking coaching me on how to do everything here. And then let's not do panning, or we start panned, and then we go to the center. Well, everything is already like FME stuff. And I'm trying to get a nice blend of like instrument recordings and FM stuff. Like we got this guy with like an inharmonic overtone stuff. So this just might not be a good idea. What are you? Nothing. You're silence. Why are you silence again? There's nothing here. Did this break? You were supposed to be over here for a second, and then never again. I don't know what you were, because I didn't name you, which is a little bit annoying, but, okay. That's fine. What are you? like a grain delay on a snare drum. Is that what I heard? No, there's a grain delay on something. Like grain delay with the spray up. Oh, you. Yep. Yep, look at me. Look at me. With my ears. I can hear audio effects. Wow. Wait, did it actually sound... I don't know if it even necessarily sounded bad. It just like stood out. Okay, I think there's just like too much low end on it. Or, no, not that. It's too wide. Let's bring, wait. Let's use 2 EQs. Another EQ. And then this guy we'll have on mid side. Do some of that. Yeah, it's better. Something new. This is when we totally need something new. See, so I got something kind of cool over here, right? There's this like whole... After this whole section... So, this concept here, different melody, different idea. I like it. Maybe I should replace, because we got basically, this is the first main drop here, right? It's got like section 1.1 and 1.2. Then we have a breakdown here. We have 2.1, which right now is just kind of a clone, and then we have 2.2, which is kind of a cool new idea, right? So maybe I should replace this section over here. Right, so like if we just like cut everything out here, what is this gonna sound like? So I think that like that all sounds good, but I think it would sound better if that just came in as the 2.2 part, right? So because I feel like this little section here, I think what it is me taking the drums out gives it this new like kind of refreshed, pay attention to the melody, which is now different, and then it amps up the energy of everything. So I think this coming in the middle of the drop, right? So we'll have like this section, which is the drop, and then it goes into this breakdown. I think that works better. Yeah, I think that's much better than this just going straight from complete breakdown into drop, right? So we'll add new shit. We'll just call this breakdown. Well, no, this is calling this a breakdown, but this isn't really a breakdown. We'll call this 1.1.2, 1.2, 2 point... Oh, that's confusing. This is 1.1. This will just be 1.2. This will just be 1.3. Wait. I hate it here. Okay. No. How the fuck did I do this? It's because of this little fake out section here. So like the song wouldn't technically be super DJ friendly. So this is 1.1. This is 1.2. Fake out. This just reminds us that, you know, there's this extra time inserted. 1.3, 1 point, motherfucker, 1.4. I'm doing all this because this project file is confusing the shit out of me. This is 2.1. Fake out into 2.2. Into 2.3. Into 2.4. So the even ones, 2.2 and 2.4, and, you know, 1.2 and 1.4, those are all going to be with that, right? And the odd ones are all going to be like sort of melodic kind of breakdowns. This is an actual super breakdown. Okay, we're structuring a project. Fun. Now, are we actually getting anywhere? That is the question. Okay, what we need to do is we need a different kind of melody over here, right? I have some other shit playing the wrong melody still. Where else are you this time? I need to be like a lot more intentional, I think, with this melody. Right? It's not good. That's not good. Command Z. Fuck time. We'll just go back to here. Maybe chords of some sort. What are you again? This is the thing that doesn't have anything, right? This is empty for whatever reason. Search. See if there's something cool I can use for chords, maybe. Types. Things. What the fuck is a sambuca? Find out. It's the harp looking thing. Looks kind of like an oud. Okay. Full range. I don't really know, man. I'm just kind of throwing shit here. The wall. Whoa. Why does that happen? What does this do? Oh, right. Weird. That's cool of its own right, but I don't know why that's there. I don't know why this is different over here. This guy? I wonder. We make this cooler by adding like manual like phase modulation or whatever, but you can do that with an LFO. So like, hey, thank you. I appreciate that, Martin. Yeah, no, I'm trying to make this one also clean. It's kind of a mess. It's a very I'm very happy with the overall concept and where the song is going, but I am pretty overwhelmed with the scale of it and how unorganized it all is. It's very annoying. Organization is very important. That's cool. Obviously, I need to parallel process this. That's kind of cool. It's too clipped though, but if we just like drop the saturator, honestly, the saturator I think is like maybe one too hard overall. So we'll just do some of that. And we'll also just do some panning. I know it's like not super audible and it's like kind of far in the back of the mix, but it's like that low end might like, I don't know. And then for here, make this drop down. Doesn't need... Huh. I don't know why that adds so much low end. I guess the filter movement. And then let's also just lower the width just a tiny bit. I think it's... That's kind of cool. So let's make this more. Do I made the melody, copy the melody from over here, but now it's super filtered for some... Forgot to have that weird little... That's kind of cool. Needs work, obviously, but... It would need to be, like, super far in the back of the mix. You can't even hear it with the reverb all the way up at the end, which is like kind of annoying. Maybe if we add erosion for the high end. I wasn't thinking about it. Doesn't sound natural at all. That's the problem with erosion. It's difficult to get it to sound natural at all. And then immediately I'm shit talking it. This is I mean, I think I showed you what I showed you is pretty much, I haven't changed too much since I last Oh, what's up, Delinquent? It's been a minute. Well, I think you popped in the stream to say hi like a couple weeks ago. But, vocoder noise moment? Oh. You know what? I don't use vocoder enough anymore. It used to be like my bread and butter. Like way back in the day, I used to vocode everything. And then I kind of stopped because I feel like it sounds cool, but not good enough, you know? Know what I mean? But let's set this like right. Oh, that's kind of cool. Wait, let's put the erosion in the vocoder so it's not on the original signal. That still sounds kind of like shit. It's just like an inherent fucking part of it, man. Oh, I just needed to put attack. There's OTT already on it, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this last section here, great, I think. It's just, yeah, trying to figure out the intro of the second drop towards the very last section. Yeah, thank you, Delinquent. This is actually a remix of Ask's. Is it Ask or Aski? I always forget, and I keep forgetting to ask you for clarification. Anyways, this is their song. This last section, some of the like changes and the melodic variations and stuff like that, like the melody and a lot of the instruments I added are me, but the overall concept was for the most part like probably like 70%, 80% all him. Ask. Or which E? Is it ASCII? Talking about the first E, then I can make it weird. I'm assuming you mean the second one. Okay, I need to tease this guy. Where are you? this guy. Yeah. And then this melody here is this is the fucking rack version of your instrument. So like the main melody here is some cursed sound design thing where it's just a sine wave with parallel whatever dry wet frequency shifters in a series, which makes it sound inharmonic as fuck and doesn't actually sound good with any other like melody playing at the same time as it, but it sounds really, really cool by itself. So I tried to make a rack that like was basically just this patch, but like more modifiable. So like if I hit like random, well, that's not really good, but whoa. That one's pretty cool. That one is pretty cool. I kind of want that. Here, let's duplicate this over. Wait. Right now, let's copy this, and then let's hit Command Z a bunch. That we go to the last preset. That sounded good. Yeah? I think it was this one. Yeah. Last one is cool. Let's see if we can just like tease it. Is this the one, the variation? I don't know. I pasted it in and then got confused very quickly. I'm hitting Command Z again because I'm panicking. Okay, let's paste it underneath this guy. Okay, this is... Okay, it's just this guy, but I have to lower it a bunch. What's happening, man? Oh, there can't be any of this. Sounds like he's like talking a lot. We still need to tease this. Let's lower this an octave. Filter table. I have not. This is okay, it's something else. The VST probably. Probably a VST. Google filter table. Oh, it's a kilohertz thing. Create more unique morphing filters by scanning through different. Okay. Oh yeah, I think I've heard of this. I think I did something similar to this with like in Max MSP. No, I didn't. I didn't. Back in school, I did something with wavetables, where just interpolating between different wavetables. But interesting. I wonder how the fuck this works. Attempts to preserve the phase relationships of the wavetable as closely as possible. So is it like trying to create bandpass filters where every single harmonic is in a wavetable? There's wavetable into an EQ shape. Like the shape of the wavetable, so it has nothing to do. What does that mean? I don't know. I mean, I figured it just takes the image of the wavetable and applies like an EQ. Like it takes that image and turns it into an EQ. It doesn't actually directly relate to like the harmonic profile of the wavetable. But then what does preserve the phase relationship of the wavetable as closely as possible? Does this mean like it doesn't try to destroy the phase of the sound you're EQing? I don't know. I don't know what any of this means, but I mean, I'm just talking about the very technical things. That does sound pretty cool though. Reminds me of a little bit of what Slink by I mean, Slink is just like a evolving complex like EQ modulation, which I guess that's what this is, right? It's just that you import. Yeah, it's just complicated EQ modulation between like two different things, but you can scan through it. You can do something kind of similar with like a multimap and EQs. I mean, I think I can get it. I have. Do I have to type in kilohertz? I have these guys. I just like downloaded the things that I specifically want. What's up, Hoopla? How you doing? Aren't you? What day is it today? Tuesday. Tuesday. Aren't you? No, that's on Friday. I guess you technically only need to be there for Sunday, but congrats on the fucking on the gig again, man. I know you hinted at it before, but now I get to see it in the flesh 1 week before the actual lineup gets released. Oh, yay. We got I don't know what we got right now. I'm trying to tease or like make this change up in the second section in this draw make sense. This guy's way too loud, I think. Why is it quiet? What's going on? What is that? There's like a little high-pitched thing. What the fuck is that? Ah, found him. Oh, I have good news to announce. I just spent way too much money on an Osmos synth, the dude with the wiggly keys, and it's supposed to arrive in about 24 hours. Oh boy. I got enticed by the Black Friday sale, alright? What can I say? But I'm super fucking excited about it. Though I'm still not that great at playing the keyboard. But I think it'll like motivate me a lot more to play more now that I'll have like a cool synthesizer. So that's exciting. Maybe if I figure out how it works decently, I can like do live streams with it or something. And I guess since it's its own like plug and play synthesizer, I could like mess around with it during like downtime on the streams instead of just playing tabla or something. I don't know. I don't know. Right, so yeah, again, this all sounds fine, I think. Though there's a weird transient right here. Oh, also, does anyone here have Spiff? And can they vouch for it? Because I'm thinking of buying it also, because that is also on sale. Now, I have Stab already, and Stab is like a really good transient shaper thing, but Spiff is basically like infinite bands on a multi-band transient shaper because it's like spectral. And I know you can get like a lot more precise, but I also know it uses a lot more like CPU, and I don't know how much of an upgrade over Stab it would be. Like this one, yeah, that transient is like too much, man. I think it's just this guy. I think we can just take you. A lot more, I think. Like the way that this guy here is so wide and it goes straight into the little like udu drum sounding thing. Not great. I need to like... Then maybe we can turn you off over here. Yeah, this guy, the Sansa thing, I like it, but the transients are gnarly on it. I can't hang with it, I guess. Maybe we could just stab it. that too busy? Can't tell if that's too busy. No, it's better there. It panning back to the left made it kind of confusing. I think that's the case. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with, like, transients for the most part, but when it comes to, like, I don't know, shaping them, I feel like you can get more. Just, like, knowing, like, stab is, like, kind of blown my brain open in terms of, like, the amount of control that you can get for transients and how that can really, like, shape sounds, considering it's multiband. And I'm wondering, I feel like Spiff would probably... I mean, I'm sure it is much better, but I don't know to what degree and how well I can use it. But yeah, because just like the multi-band or like spectral aspect of it is what's really like intriguing, I guess. And also just because I love everything that Oak Sound makes, right? Like I use Bloom fucking all the time now. Usually, mostly just like on masters and on groups and group channels and stuff like that, but it's kind of magic. Like, what is it doing on my master here? So we got here. Let's go to the best part of the song. So if we like just bypass this. No, honestly, I feel like you get psychoacoustically tricked by the UI of when you bypass it. Like, it looking all gray and sad, like, I swear it changes how I hear it. I'll just turn it on and off. It's basically just like, at least the way I use it for the master for the most part, is I just boost the shit out of the highs. And it's just basically like, it just does this, but at the right amounts that sounds like psychoacoustically good to the human ears, right? Now this guy I want, you gotta ring out for way longer than that now. Right? Okay, that's sounding better now. It doesn't work. It goes, the energy changes fucking weird. Maybe a reverse reverb tail would help with that. And then this guy will stop, go away. Thank you. Yeah, the little guitar sounding things doesn't work right there. That's just not doing that. fuck is this other... No, no, get out of here. Okay, there were two melodies playing at the same time that were like not working together. Maybe we can make this just like super chunky and kind of minimal. Just like operator slap like roar on it or something. Multiband this one. Whoa. Why does that feedback so quickly? How does that work? Like what's the chain that it's in? Where does the delay fit into the distortion algorithm? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know. We just make this like super chunky and minimal, right? I guess this needs to also be on the sub, probably. What's the sub doing? I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff with the sub. This is all shit that Ace did. We're at... It is kind of all over. We'll move this up a fifth. I'll just mute this shit. Something like that. Now everything's clipping and awful sounding. Let's just undo all the roar I did. Then maybe a different saturator. That rack. Shut the fuck up, dude. You're not wanted here. Thank you. Like, that might possibly work if I, like, pan it overhead and take a high-pass filter. And then I can, like, bring the high-pass filter in and then boost the volume and add some reverb and stuff like that. So it'll, like, come in. Maybe we could do some shit like that. I don't think that's gonna work. I still need to do more. Like, what are you doing here? And you, what are you doing? Oh, you're just doing that. No. How did I never even know? There's so much shit in the song. Any tips for more complex percussion and composition? I feel like my music gets a little boring. I feel like for percussion and drums and stuff like that, I made a YouTube video called like IDM glitch hop drums and percussion, something like that. It's kind of recent-ish. Like kind of recent, I mean 11 months ago. I think this one's pretty cool in terms of like making more complex and interesting percussion, turning any sort of element that you can like glitch or whatever, any sound you can treat as percussion, as a hi-hat if you like, you know, just like chop it up or whatever. Trying to like play around a little bit with, I suppose, like not necessarily like polymeter, but like that kind of idea. So like something that I get, like when you play tabla, like some drums, for instance, like if you want to create like a rolling sound where you're like like repeating the same thing over and over again, like the notes that you have, or you have like your index finger, your middle finger, and then your entire left hand, right? And so you have like 3 notes that go roll back and forth, creates like triplets, right? So like, my cat wants attention. So like let's say these are like our percussion, we can create rolls like this basically. So there's like ta, ki, ta, right? So you go takata, 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 takata. But if you're playing in 4/4, but you're still playing takata, then it's going to be like takata, takata, wait, takita, 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 right? So takata, takita, 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 and it like rolls over itself a little bit. It sounds kind of cool, and you can use that. I use that as like fills and stuff pretty often. Right, so you can like fit some shit like that right there. And I don't know, you can get like a little bit more interesting with like, yeah, not necessarily like tuplets or whatever, but just like repeating patterns that don't necessarily like fit exactly into your like time signature or whatever, right? Like instead of like repeating something back and forth like that, right, you can instead have it repeat over 3 or over 5 or whatever. Anyways, that's just like one idea, something fun to play with. And then something else you can do is with the same like concept, you can like take, let's say, all your percussion MIDI. This is just pretty much straight from the video, but you can find any like collection of sounds. We'll take the additive piggies, right? Some shit that I made. And then you can throw this in here, set it to slice mode, and you can just like scan through, find some sounds that you want. You can press it. And we'll set this to the short transient. Right? You can take this guy. Except fucking. There we go. You can turn this into fucking percussion. That's the idea. Right there. There we go. So like we just have drums. But these guys suck. Yeah. Now can I use this actually in any part of the song? I feel like I could put that here, and then I can like maybe filter it in or something. My cat is demanding attention from me, and it is. What happened to my OBS? Why is it hidden? Launch anyways. Am I still streaming? Why did it vanish? I'm so confused right now. What the fuck is going on? Why can't I see my OBS? What is happening? Like I can open up, I just open up another OBS, but it doesn't say I'm streaming. I can't see my camera. Looks like, I mean, it looks like I'm still streaming, so I guess I'm not gonna fucking question it. Something's not right here. That. Maybe we can introduce... no, I don't think we need to do that over here. I think now we just need to improve this. Like this being like a kind of minimal section is pretty cool. And then have the switch over into this drop is important. I'd say a big part is just recognizing that the music that you're going to make or that you're going to release is just going to be a reflection of the type of artist that you were at the time that you made it, and that if you hold on to it forever and ever and ever and keep trying to improve and get better or whatever, your standards are just going to forever constantly increase because you're going to constantly be climbing to a higher level and trying to constantly perfect upon the thing. So yeah, let's get a hip-hop sub over here. So I explored what is it about the hip-hop sub that sounds so dang good, right? Like it's just got to be a sine wave. I don't understand. And you'll notice if you are playing the hip-hop sub, we'll turn it down so there's a clip. Right, we got this guy. You'll notice this is wiggling. It's wobbling a little bit, right? What does that mean? It means there's like really low level frequency modulation happening. If you open up this, you notice that the rate is up a little bit. Which makes it sound really cool. And so, I don't know, that's something you can try to keep in mind. Like, this is not synced to the frequency of the hip-hop sub at all. It's just at whatever... Now, the thing that's really annoying is I have no idea what actual value this is. I mean, yeah, there is saturation, but there's that, and then there's that. You'll notice if you look at the frequency spectrum, right, with without FM, it's just the harmonics, which is tight, and then with FM, it adds a little bit of instability, which you see in the frequency spectrum. You can see these sort of like pseudo, sort of kind of muddy harmonics above and below it, right? It creates sidebands. And I think that makes it sound probably a lot better on a lot of systems because you're adding more like I don't know, just like a subtle amount of, not necessarily mud, but you know, if you have like room modes, let's say you have room modes at exactly like the frequency that you're playing the sub at, you're still adding like low end frequency content around it, and you're making it the sub unstable, which sounds good probably. I don't know. I don't really know, but it sounds cool, and it's not synced to the actual pitch. It's just an LFO synced to the it's not synced to the frequency, right? Because like if you're doing actual like FM or phase modulation or whatever, you just like sync it to this. But this is just basically a vibrato applied to the rate, applied to the pitch at like a pretty fast rate. Sounds cool. So like before we had just this, right? Let's add. Yeah, I think that's probably better. So, all right, I think I now have the main idea down for this section. We'll have the super minimal, kind of chunky, like melody with like a short attack or whatever, like frequency modulated with a lot of saturation, right? Like it doesn't sound good right now, but you know we'll work on it. We'll add layers. We'll change up the patch. Maybe just like less saturation, I guess. I'm using the fat rack, right? And maybe we make it wide, question mark? I mean, there's like so few harmonics, it's probably not smart, but that's kind of cool, at least in headphones. Anyways, so I think that idea is pretty good. Kind of happy with that. Man, I'm kind of annoyed that my OBS is glitching the fuck out. I don't understand it. Like it says, if I open my task manager, OBS Studio is right here. It's running. Open. I mean, that's just gonna be file location. Yeah, that's where the exe is. How I want to look at the actual thing so I can like mute myself and shit. It doesn't make any sense. Is there anything Operator can do that Serum cannot, or vice versa? Yes. Operator is like that I know of. I mean, I haven't explored that many VST since for the most part I try to stick with stock stuff because you could do pretty much anything with stock stuff. But Operator Strength is an extremely powerful FM synth, or if you want to be technical, it's phase modulation, not frequency modulation. Serum can do FM, but you're going to frequency modulate from other wavetables. So while you can't import wavetables into Operator, you can draw in harmonics, kind of like you would with an additive synth or whatever. And then is there an icon at the bottom right of your screen for OBS to open it? Oh, you know what? Oh my god. Oh my god, you're a genius. I should know this. I should know this. I know this now. I'm going to remember this. Thank you. You are an angel. Yep, it works. Beautiful. So yeah, Operator is cool in that, you know, you can like draw in, you know, different stuff. Which you can do that in Serum too, but I find it at least easier to do that here. And then you can also phase modulate different oscillators from up here. So this guy will phase modulate this guy, which is basically frequency modulation. Wait, what happened to all the shit I drew in? Oh, I drew that in on the last guy, right? So we can have this guy, which is a sine wave, phase modulating this guy. But I can also, which if you know, you look at this, you're gonna get something that looks like that, right? Wait, let's get the wavetable out. Or not the wavetable, the oscilloscope, right? So we got this. So this is our wave that we're getting from phase modulating this guy, which means if we have this oscillator, phase modulate this oscillator, we're going to take that wave and use that wave to phase modulate this wave. And then you can do it again, and so we're going to get that wave that we just saw becomes this wave, because this guy is a sine wave, phase modulating this, which is a sine wave, which is this, which is that. And then you can get really complex, and then you can say, I want to take the second harmonic, or twice the frequency at the very top. And then you make one of them unstable by like offsetting the sense a little bit. You can get really, really cool stuff. So like, except I don't like that. This is like repeating over and over again like that. And then you can also, remember, we're using sine waves at every... God damn it. So crazy. Fucking door keeps opening. And my mother is playing piano. And you can probably hear it. It's probably obnoxious. Oh. We'll add some attack on this guy, right? What was I just gonna do? Oh, you can draw in different harmonics on every single thing. So for instance, this guy, if let's say we lower, let's transpose this down a lot. Right, so we'll have this guy be like that. We'll lower it even more. So this is a really low frequency sine wave phase modulating this guy, right? Which phase modulation is frequency modulation. I have a whole, my very last video on my channel, which is like about like the fundamentals of sound and synthesis and stuff like that, goes like super deeply in all this, right? And so if you add vibrato to something, I want here. If you add vibrato to something and then speed it up really, really, really fast, right? If we have like... It stops becoming vibrato and becomes a complex wave, right? And that's basically the whole principle of this. So by using different integer multiples of the fundamental frequency of the wave you're using, right? Like they're both the same frequency, you know, this is 8 and 8. Sounds like that. If you have a interesting like ratio, if you have a harmonic ratio, you start getting like really weird, interesting. And basically, Operator is the coolest, most intuitive way for me to understand FM synthesis, and you can do a lot of interesting shit. Not FM, phase modulation, but phase modulation and FM synthesis are practically the same thing. So the difference between when you're using this, that's phase modulation, Whereas frequency modulation would be using an LFO to control the actual pitch oscillator, right? So if you speed that up enough, that's the high. You get weird stuff. There's a whole lot there. Yeah, operator is good for FM. That's all. Okay, I am gonna get some water. So we'll set back to whatever you're supposed to be at, 75, I think. Oh man. All right, I haven't streamed in like a week. All right. I've been busy with school. I was just saying, if you ever would like feedback on music, technical feedback or creative feedback or what have you, you can feel free to submit shit to the Discord and try to get feedback there. Okay, let's see what else I can fuck up while I'm streaming. Let's see if we can get the Tabla cam thing. There we go. Okay, we have a new thing loaded. How did that sound? Yeah, we have reverb on it and everything. That's cool. Neat. Okay. We got Glitch Hop song. I don't remember what I last did to this. I think just like mixing. I just need to do more mixing on it. So we'll do that. What the fuck? What? Why? Where the beep boops come from? What? Oh. What are you doing here, man? Okay, we'll just add... Nope. Nope, that does not work. There we go, that's better. I can't tell if that's good or not. Like, the way that it goes to silence is kind of cool, but it's also kind of jarring. That's fine. I don't know about this melody over there. Thanks, Knockalong. Yeah, I remember you gave me feedback that you wanted to hear more melodic shit, like these little fills. And then Turnian Sound, they were doing a live stream, a feedback live stream, and I got them to listen to this, and they said practically the same thing in different words. And so now I got this little... I think is better. I was gonna try to add that back into this section, but I think this section over here is pretty fleshed out. There's already a lot going on. I don't know. This is one of my favorite build-ups I think I've ever made. It's good. It's good. It makes my brain feel weird. '56th bar. Oh, wait. Is it this guy? I mean, it's not a sine wave, it's a swell. But, yeah. Which, I guess I froze this. Here, let's unfreeze it. But it's just my squelch track, and then, I have these patterns, and then I just took the pitch and just made the pitch do that. Right, and then so you can just like you can like you can just make this do something else. There's a lot of low-end shit bouncing around. Not that. I think some glitches. I mean, like, that mildly, but that's not really the issue here. Oh, it's the main entire thing that's grabbing all of your attention. Right, that thing. How could I have overlooked that? I mean, if this is the thing that's kind of going into the low end, I think that's probably not a big deal. Right? Right, that's probably fine. This thing doesn't... I don't know what I did to these fucking offbeat chords, but I did something and made them worse. And they are now worse than how they used to be. And I'm not happy about it. Maybe I just like make it go back into being all reverbed out to hide my mistakes. I don't like that guy being wide. Okay, yeah, this little bit here. Yeah, that's where I think we can use this shit. And then we just filter this guy in. And then I don't know what the fuck I did to these chords, but they sound terrible now. It's really, really obnoxious. It's all in the transient, honestly. Is there a saturator that's getting hit with the transient, like, too hard or something? Did this guy? No transient, so something in between. The transient issue? Because I feel like I just solved that just by changing the attack of that specific synth. I don't think that needs addressing anymore, though the idea of using spectral time to smear transients is kind of cool, because typically lately I've been using disperser to smear transients. But I imagine spectral time would probably do something similar, because all the spectral shit will like fuck with phase and make it all smeary. Just negative tilt on spectral time. Could play with space. Spectral time plus a negative track delay to smooth transients. My solution is probably usually. I don't know. I never use spectral time. I mean, the few times I've used it, usually when you suggested it, it ended up being pretty cool. That's kind of okay. That is kind of cool. That's pretty good. It's so clicky right here. What is that about? Like, what the fuck is happening? What am I automating here? I'm so confused here. This is just I'm just confused as to why this. Am I automating? It sounds like I'm automating like a transient shaper or something to turn on, which is very weird. Yeah. Okay. It sounds good in the context of everything else. Yeah, like -40. Found okay, that is a good new transient smearing thing to add to my collection, because a lot of the shit that I do adds so many like clicks and stuff like that. And disperser, I don't know, more alternatives to disperser is cool. Though this is, I guess, just like disperser, but it's like a tilt applied to the spectrum, right? That makes sense. Okay, let's go back over here. I think the Meliad is kind of shit. These sound like shit, but I want them to not sound like shit, but also I want them to be kind of subdued so that in this section the bass is better, right? But maybe I just copy the exact same patch over. I don't know. What's going on over here? Well, what are you? Okay, you're literally just a FM layer. What are you? Yep, you're that one. That one is good. I do concede. Okay, let's just you're just on all the time. There's a lot of erosion on you though. Is there erosion? Am I tripping? Where's the erosion at? Oh, the erosion's on this guy. Right. The hiss erosion. Okay, the sine wave erosion, you're fine. But this guy is too much, man. Honestly, yeah, you're better without any hiss at all. Now we're talking about group processing. Wonder if I can just like slap an extremely aggressive bloom setting. The add grid to 808 one's usually pretty good. I mean, that just makes it like bright as fuck. Now it's too loud. What is it? Wash calibration? Now the FM layer. Not you. There's one with like a sharp attack. This guy. Yeah, you're not doing too hot, bud. Why? Oh, this is that fucking dude. I mean, you're kind of cool, but you're just too loud. I'll turn you down. Okay. Yeah, it's too much. Hey, that's what's up. Yeah, I just bought I bought UVI World Suite 3 like a couple weeks ago. And then I just bought yesterday the fucking Osmos synth with the wiggly keys. And now I'm not allowed to buy anything else for Black Friday. But yeah, I'm super excited. That's coming in the mail tomorrow, and then I'm probably gonna lose my mind and become a hermit trying to figure out how that fucking synthesizer engine works. So should be fun. This guy just doesn't sound good. What's the deal with this guy? Right. You're fucking weird. That's the deal. Maybe we just like I can't tell if the sine wave melody makes it too busy. Well, I think I can tell. I think it does, which disappoints me because it simultaneously sounds cool, but there's also too much shit going on, right? So I suppose I could simultaneously, I could turn down the chords. This is something I need to take advantage a little bit more of in mixing, is like manually forcing the listener to change focus on stuff by adjusting volume of elements over time, right? Nice. What kind of DJ controller? The only controller I've ever had, personally, it's all the way back here. I got a DDJ SB2, which I mean, like, I don't know, is kind of shit, I suppose, but it gets the job done. Right? We got fucking this guy from like 6-7 years ago. I mean, as long as it has, I guess, like, as long as it has like jog wheels, like, you're fine. Like, if you want to learn to play CDJs, like, most of it transfers over. You just have to learn the UI, and then you can figure out the CDJs pretty well. Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm very hyped. I need to practice more piano. I need to do that. I need to practice piano every day. But we're getting there. I'm at the point where I could just like kind of improvise freely and have fun. So I think once I start adding wiggly keys into the mix, that'll be cool. And I don't know, the synth engine is insane. It's such a cool physical modeling engine. I mean, I know it's supposed to be like an absolute nightmare to learn how to program. It's like an entirely different language than, you know, like using your standard VST synth. But I don't know. Hopefully I can figure it out. It might just end up being too much of a pain in the ass to bother spending the time figuring out, but even if so, the VSTs are all cool. And also I can use it with I just got, yeah, the like UVI World Suite sampling library. So that should all work. All right, so this, yeah, we're gonna make you, maybe we'll just go, we'll do -4. Yeah, -4 I think is good. I think just less notes will work, TBH. Oh, with the melody, because the melody is kind of it's. I mean, you can pretty clearly tell it's a randomized arpeggiator. At the very least, I can get rid of probably all the low end ones. they ordered me a DDJ SB3 for 150. However, they had a display model FLX. I don't know what that one is, which is $600 retail. Didn't even have listed, and they may sell that for me for the same price. Oh shit! I mean, I don't know what the fuck the FLX6 is, but if it's 600 and they're selling it for 150, that's probably a good deal. If the DDJ SB3, what are you? What are you? You look like pretty much the same thing that I have. That looks identical. The tempo thing is in a different spot. I don't know. They should all be fine if you're just trying to learn how to DJ. Yeah, the controllers are fine. Yeah, no, it's fine. Like just learn the principles of like beat matching and like phrase matching and DJing on that, and then you're pretty much set. If you ever go to a club, usually clubs will have like CDJs or mixers that are similar to CDJs, in which case just like, I don't know, ask to practice there for like 20 minutes, or have a homie who has CDJs and then practice on it for 20 minutes, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, this is how it works. It's pretty straightforward. But you really don't need like a big fancy like mixer or whatever. So apparently I remember I was talking to some audio engineer, and he was saying that the sound card in mixers tend to be kind of shit, at least for like proper venues and stuff like that. I remember I was like complaining about the sound. I wasn't like complaining or being annoying. I'm friends with them, but I was like, yeah, the sound is kind of shit. And he was like, yeah, I think part of that is because of the sound card in the mixer, because the DJ brought their own like mixer to the thing instead of using the like in-house CDJs or something. I don't know enough. I don't know enough about it, but the display model might also be busted. What is display model in this case? Like, as long as you can use it and read everything, right? Like, if there's like a visual defect, then like, it's just a visual thing. Like the Osmos that I bought has a visual defect in it, and that's why I got to get it for like $600 cheaper or something. But it's supposed to have absolutely nothing to do with its playability, so fuck it. Mostly fine. I'll touch on that later. There's one of the fart sounds. That one's a little questionable, but there's a lot going on, so I think it's fine. I think that's fine. I mean, I use Redux on it, and the thing with Redux, like, it sounds kind of cool, but it sounds inherently shit because you're downsampling it, you know? Hey, thank you, Skycraft. Yeah. That video ended up being one of my better ones. I didn't anticipate it being so good, and it's surprisingly doing well relative to everything else. So I figured it's a good one. Thank you. Also wanted to clear its compatibility with Ableton. Oh, I've never done that before. I've never used a mixer with Ableton. I like had to like, you have to like fucking buy a subscription with Rekordbox or something, which is pretty annoying. It is extremely annoying. And I think the SB2, those are all like Serato compatible specific, so if you want to use Rekordbox with it, then you definitely have to get a subscription, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to figure out, but you can do it. And you're probably going to end up, if you ever want to play venues and like just bring a USB and plug into a CDJ or whatever, you're going to need to use Rekordbox in the end, because Rekordbox is like the staple. But using it for a modulation source sounds pretty cool. I wonder if you can repitch. You can learn fundamentals of scratching with it too. So, you know, it's a jog wheel and not like a normal platter, so it's not the same. But You can still learn like the basic like muscle memory movements and make scratching sounds with it. So that's fun. Though I haven't explored that much at all. But yeah, so I'm like, should I maybe a little bit less of the dry wet? Now here, wait, where's the melody? I'm going crazy. Oh yeah, I put the melody in the sub bass group for some reason. Why can I hear? Oh, that note is off time. Yeah, aren't we all, Skycraft? Yeah, I mean I definitely need to learn how to scratch. I need to get like a proper like turntable. I need to get timecode vinyl is what I want, because like I really don't care at all for actually trying to mix on with vinyl, because that sounds like absolutely miserable in terms of like getting music and carrying it around and all that. Fuck all that. But timecode vinyl seems really interesting, because then you could just use literally like a physical vinyl as a way to control any sound. So you're basically playing on vinyl, but you can load electronically any wave file into it, right? And then you could scratch on it, and there's like only like 1 millisecond of delay time, which, according to what I've read online, makes absolutely no difference. So that's the dream. Now the problem is, if I learn to scratch, I feel like I'm just biting on Tipper too hard. Like I'm already biting on him like too hard as it is, and like 99% of the time I see anyone scratch, the only thing that I'm thinking is, damn, Tipper just does it way better than this. This is like, it just sucks in comparison. It just makes me wish that I was seeing Tipper. That's all it does. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to make people feel that way. And it's going to take like a decade of scratching before it's like decent enough to stand on its own, you know? But these are all also excuses because I don't have faith in myself in terms of learning that skill. And I'm just trying to like find the easy way out. Thing is like, I think a lot of people do that. I definitely do that sometimes. I do that with a lot of stuff in music. I should learn it. I'm going to learn it anyways, but need to get proper equipment. Kind of a pain. Use spectral time for the read. Or I mean, the last time you recommended it, it worked pretty good. I don't know why. For some reason, I'm like my intuition is like, don't use spectral time, but like every time you recommend it, it ends up working out really well. Some weird ego bullshit on my end. Okay. Whoa. Oh, yo, spectral time? Is this just like... This is like if you use a convolution reverb and you're just using a sine sweep. It's like the same exact thing, except you can change the sine wave that you're using. This is identical to using a sine sweep that lasts 2 seconds. What's up, Mr. Leaky? And then this is identical to using a sine sweep that descends down. That, okay. I mean, it sounds identical. I don't know if it's like 100% identical, but... almost like pop it open, pop it shut. I mean, there's just too much going on already, I think. Nice. So it's just straight up just a spectral time with all the important knobs mapped to shit. That's cool. Yeah, I'll definitely use this. Yeah, actually, yeah. I'll use this all the time probably. Because it's probably way better than what I've been using Disperser for. Good shit, thank you. Setting the resolution. No, wait, I just deleted it. There's a resolution. You what, mate? Resolution. Below. I don't, these words. Oh, I see. Okay. Where did I put it? I put it on this. I mean, I was just fucking around with it on drums. I don't know what I would put it on right now, but. Cool. Very cool. Mr. Polike has such great wisdoms unconstrained by her convergence of Satan's. However, with incredible curiosity or incredible new discoveries and great idead, voter generatarians. Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. Okay, this song probably good for now. Definitely doing good. Oh fuck, Nunkalunk, you sent me a song I need to work on. I'll do that later, because I still need to download it. Okay. Oh, we can work on this guy. This guy's pretty good. This guy is good. Some microtonal shit. The song is in, I think, 22 tone equal temperament. So yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, Skycraft. Introduce Him the Day Insulated came out. That is a good fucking EP. Yeah, if you ever have the opportunity to see a down tempo set, you gotta. Because I'm pretty sure his Halloween set was just up tempo. I think all his music festival sets have just been like up tempo sets. Personally, I'm an up tempo hater. I'm kind of over it. Like as a whole genre or sound, like he does it. He's like one of the best at doing it, and you know, it's fucking Tipper, so like it's still gonna be good. But I don't think it holds even a candle to his like down tempo and ambient stuff. So, yeah. Okay, while this loads, I guess we'll go back to playing Tabla or something. All right. What are we doing? Talking about Tipper's really good. Yep, as is tradition. Rail is the best, hands down. Incorrect. Best spot is where you have space to dance. That is the best spot. Okay. What are we doing here? Also, I need to get water. Fucking thirsty. Here, I'll just start playing this out and I'll listen from the bathroom. Hey, I also just cleaned my cat's shit boxes before I started streaming. Okay, so while I was in the bathroom, I could hear that the sub bass melody. So like where I'm sitting, is kind of garbo for listening to sub bass. There's like room modes like fucking everywhere. And yeah, this note right here doesn't sound right like half the time. Okay, cool. Everybody should dance like a stiff as a bored peoples. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta dance. You gotta like dance and jump up and down like you're the anchovies in the first SpongeBob episode. Okay, okay. So we got right that section over there. We got here. I'm not a fan of the high note. Sound right. Where you? Right, we duplicated that fucking dude over. Some of I don't know. This might be cool, maybe. That's kind of cool. Except let's there's some. Let's kill the delay right there. Now, I kind of want to do this part over again, but we'll make it different. Copy this automation over. What did I do over here? Like I want to. Alright, we're copying this section over. I want to do the same kind of thing, but a different glitchy pattern, right? You feel me? So this guy will do something like that, and then I don't know. I mean, we're kind of playing with silence here, right? Because we got all these glitches. So we'll keep this for now. Have you heard anything about drums and percussion from other worlds or possible alternative timelines? I'm going to interpret that as, well, something that I did in this song, for instance, is this is in 22 tone equal temperament instead of 20 or 12, right? And so we got a whole bunch of fucking notes, right? We got C, we got C fucking super flat, and then C sharp, and then which is D flat, and then we have D double flat, and then all of that, right? We got all the notes. And then the scale, or the the scale that I'm playing in is called Pajara, which is just some made up word, which I guess all music theories they're all made up words. But essentially, this means that it's a repeating pattern between the tritone, right? So if we look at this relates to the question somewhat, I'm sure. Here we go. I drew in the notes here. These are all of our notes, right? So we got C, and then we got C above that. You'll notice that this pattern here repeats at exactly the tritone, and the tritone is, F sharp, which is G flat. And this is the exact same tritone that we have in 12 tone equal temperament, because this is in 22, and the tritone is half, basically, right? So it's the sixth note in 12 tone equal temperament, which is the same thing as the 11th note in 22, right? It's just halfway through the octave. So if you copy this thing and paste it up here, look, it's the same pattern. So it's a pattern that's a very large step, and then a bunch of small steps, and then it repeats at the tritone. And it has interesting harmonic properties and all that. And when you break things down into like basic, like a scale, then you can start scribbling in it, and you can start getting interesting patterns and all that. And it sounds fucking funky and weird. Now, this is with tunings. As for drums and percussion, I guess the idea of like inventing or exploring and pushing like music theory boundaries with percussion and stuff like that, I don't think that's really a thing. I feel like that like people have really explored or figured out how to explore. I remember some people were talking about what is it called, Zen rhythm, right? Because like microtonality and stuff is called like Zen harmony or Zen harmonic tunings or whatever. Zen, which is XEN, meaning like otherworldly, from another place. As for like what aliens would do for percussion, it's kind of weird, because like how do you even conceptualize or begin to conceptualize like rhythm or percussion in that way, something that hasn't been done before by humans, Like if it's a pattern that you can recognize or hear, it's probably been done, you know, because you're just dividing time into chunks. Now, if you want to like extend, I guess, like microtonal theory in that direction, you could say, well, you get really, really complex polyrhythms, right? But I don't know. That's also kind of a thing that's been explored, and that's just one very specific aspect of rhythm. I would recommend like exploring Indian classical music, like Hindustani, and I guess Carnatic also. I haven't explored Carnatic music at all, but percussion in Indian classical music is really, really crazy and very different from they explore a lot of concepts that aren't really, there's no like one-to-one in Western music. And careful about the polyrhythms, right. 'Cause I know you're the polyrhythm master. But okay, like something I was exploring the other day. What is it? Damn motion or something? No. It's Virtual Riot. Virtual Riot had a video where he did this thing with big polyrhythms. Project JDM, he typed it in the description. Project JDM. Like you can like these giant like a giant polyrhythm or whatever is in some degree, this is like what Zen Harmony is exploring, but like slowed down. No, that's just intonation. I don't know. But you could argue that this is like a rhythm or something, or a pattern in time, right? It's good. It's good stuff. But yeah, I don't know about if there's really an equivalent. I think people, yeah, there's a Zen rhythm Wikipedia, which I looked at this somewhat recently, and there's like nothing on it. There's 24 pages on the entire wiki, and they just talk about things that are already very well known. So I don't know. I think that's a concept that you can't really extend any further, because like what is humanly perceptible is like in terms of rhythm and timing is like pretty easy to quantify. Whereas I guess when you get into like harmonic territory, just the fact that we can hear different intervals and there's like practically an infinite number of intervals, and you can stack intervals on top of each other to get a different sum whole of its parts, means that there's kind of like an infinite amount to explore in terms of harmony, but I guess not with rhythm. Rhythms are, you can think of them as slow harmonies. You're in the Zen Rhythms Facebook many years ago. Is there anything actually there? Because like from what I found, at least on the little wiki thing, there's like nothing. And then in the microtonal like Zen Harmonic Alliance, I think, is there a Zen Rhythm section? There is. Okay, you know what? Actually, there might be more here than I know. Something. Tempo cannons. The fuck are you? Oh, there's Risei rhythms. You can mess around with Risei rhythms. That's also kind of a thing. I would say that's a thing that's like pretty fucking alien and mathematical, right? I don't know why I didn't think about that. So like my most recent song has right here. Modulating tempo and like doing, I don't know, rhythm illusions and stuff like that. It's pretty fucking weird that people couldn't really do or explore, I guess, until electronic music. I did, yes. That was like, I guess like the most recent few streams, because I've been pretty busy since then. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, music theory is just like a way to quantify, or not quantify, it's just a way to ascribe labels to different sounds, right? And ascribe labels to different patterns. And when you can put labels on them, you can refer to them by name, then it becomes easier to talk about music that you're either playing or listening to. And then you can like share information a little bit easier as opposed to just hearing it. It's prescriptive. It's not necessarily descriptive, right? So like the idea is you should always just be using your ears, but you can use music theory to hear something and being like, I like that. It's called this. I can incorporate this thing that I heard into my music more easily because I can like, prescribe a label onto it, and get a little bit more complicated. At least, especially with microtonal music, I think it becomes more and more necessary to at least like learn some theory, just because, you know, the more notes you add, the more exponentially difficult it gets. And if you want to write something that sounds like, you know, pretty, harmonic, like beautiful or whatever, you have to understand the fundamentals of like relationships between notes in terms of harmony. So you definitely need to learn it in that regard. But, you know, you should always, when learning it, remember that it's an approach of describing and prescribing, or I keep saying prescriptive. No, it's descriptive. It's just a way to describe music that you like and then like carry on from there for the most part. It should at no point make you think, oh, this is wrong. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do it this way. I shouldn't have this note. I shouldn't structure my music this way because that's not the right way. Rather, it should just give you ideas of other things to explore. You're like, oh shit, diminished chords are kind of cool. Let's try using them more and just see what that gives me. Whereas before I knew what a diminished chord was, the only way I'd ever make it is by, through happenstance, when scribbling down notes and trying to find something that sounds good, I write a diminished chord. And then I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Whereas now that I have that knowledge, I can just plop it down. It allows you to get more complex in terms of like harmony and stuff, I think. Because otherwise, you can trial and error and like just listen solely through ear and build something complex, but when you start chunking concepts and ideas together, then it makes it easier to like build outwards. Same thing with tabla. Like when you're learning tabla, you're learning all these like individual notes, right? And then you learn phrases of notes that go together, and then like the really fast tabla players can play shit that's like obscenely fast, and you know, at first you're like, how in God's name are they playing something that fast and that digestible? But in reality, they're chunking everything. They're taking certain ways or strokes or notes or whatever, and then they chunk a group of them together, and then they chunk groups of those groups together, and then they chunk groups of those groups together, and that way they can improvise and play entire compositions that are several minutes long that all relate to each other and tell a story, you know? And I guess the same thing kind of applies to most everything in like music theory. The ability to, yeah, I guess it's like whole chunking thing. So like here, I used microtonal music theory to decide on a tuning and a selection of notes in that tuning. And then from there, I just scribbled, right? You know, so like you probably often, if you're writing a song, will be like, I'm going to write this in F minor because everyone writes in F and everyone also writes in minor because minor is good, right? And then so you select those notes and then you write around in that scale, right? You're already working underneath a restriction. Honestly, when you're writing in 12-tone equal temperament, you're working in a restriction. Music is always about writing in restrictions. Otherwise, you're going to get something that sounds like noise, right? So all I did was I just figured out, okay, I'm just going to use this tuning, you know, that has this selection of notes in 22-tone equal temperament, and then I'm just going to start fucking drawing in shit, and I got this. It sounds kind of cool. I feel like its very first initial impact just like isn't impactful enough. Like it takes a second before like it starts to sound fat, you know? I don't know, man. I mean, I could be hacky and just like lower the volume, right? I don't like this fill here. Yeah, what's with the clipping? Use it. Oh, I have a saturator on it. Why did I do that? Just lower the drive here. Maybe that'll be fine. It's still clipping right there. Is it there? No, there's some other shit. Ah. Why? What? It's like super high end. Who are you? Oh? Drive me. It's not that? Is it? I can't hear it anymore. I'm tripping. No, it's there. It's like a click. I'm going insane. I can't. No, I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I can't find it. It is from this, I think. No? Okay, I don't know. I give up. Alright, different pattern. Let's change this up. What did I do? That skipped me forward 15 minutes? That was weird. Okay, let's for one, just like copy that shit over. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't intend for that, but... Okay, I still need to make an outro. Okay. That's pretty... I think that's pretty good. What did I even do? I don't know, I mixed it down. Fix some things. Sit down and fix some things, you know how it be. Okay. Alright. I think I'm gonna end the stream now. I think... yeah, no. No, I'm getting hungry. My ears are tired, and I should eat food. And I also need to work on my resume because I am officially done with school now. I need to start fucking applying with jobs. So that'll be fun. But yeah, yeah. So I officially am done with my master's program. So that's exciting. Oh boy. Well, no, not officially. Actually, unofficially. I'm done with my classes, and the master's program will be done in a month. But looks like I'm passing it, so that's exciting. And I need to be a productive and functioning member of society, and I can't just learn things endlessly. So that'll be great. I'm looking forward to that. All right. I am ending stream now. Thanks y'all for tuning in. Hope you learned something, had fun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stream again tomorrow. I have more free time now, so it should be good. So yeah, I'll see y'all then.